Last week, I had a lunch with a very famous developer in Toronto, and today I have 3 pieces of insider news to share with you. If you like this kind of episode, where I share insider news that you can't find anywhere else, give me a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Number 1, why is the occupancy period so long? Let me quickly explain the difference between occupancy and final closing in case you are new to pre-construction condos. When you first get the keys to your condo unit, that's called occupancy closing or interim closing. You get the right to occupy the unit, but you don't own the unit yet. The developer is still the owner. So you are like renting the unit from the developer, and you have to pay an occupancy fee to the developer. Typically, you would have paid a 20% deposit to purchase the unit, and you are still owing 80% of the price. Think of it like you are borrowing 80% from the developer, and you have to pay them an interest. Same thing as if you were getting a mortgage. The interest rate, a 1-year conventional mortgage rate set by the Bank of Canada. The mortgage interest is the biggest component in the occupancy fee. The other 2 components are condo fees and property tax. You would be paying the occupancy fee every month until final closing. That's the date when the developer transfers the title over to you, and you would be getting a real mortgage. Very easy to understand, right? Here comes the pain. The Bank of Canada's 1-year conventional mortgage rate is now about 7%. Ouch. I have 2 units undergoing occupancy at the moment in downtown Toronto. Both were around $750,000, and I'm now paying a monthly occupancy fee of $3,800 each. You might be on the same boat as well, and you want to know when the occupancy period is going to end. Right now, we are paying the mortgage interest for 80% of the price. Most of my clients can't wait till final closing because that's when they can put more money down. Say they just borrow 50% instead of 80%. That would significantly bring down the monthly payment for mortgage interest. So why is it taking so long to get to final closing? Some buildings have been undergoing occupancy for more than 6 months already. Developers obviously want to get to the final closing sooner as well because all the deposit money is simply sitting in the trust account, and they don't get to touch it until final closing. So both the buyers and the developers want to get to the final closing as soon as possible. Then what is the obstacle? The government. It is the city. Let me explain. In order to get to final closing, the city must complete building inspection. Once every passes, the developer can then register the building with the city and proceed to the final closing. Guess what the biggest challenge is? You will be surprised. The city is now working from home. Things are moving so much slower than before. It takes forever to get the inspection and paperwork done. The developer I talked to was actually so frustrated. They keep calling the city to get things done, and they even try to call the mayor. The government keeps saying that they want to solve the housing crisis. They really need to try harder. The earlier the developer can get back the money they have invested, the earlier they can reinvest the money in another construction. And the result is more will get built. Number 2, construction workers are looking for jobs. Before the interest rate hikes, it was so tough to hire construction workers. The developer would just hire anyone who is willing to work. Now that many projects are on hold, developers actually get to choose who they want to hire, especially reputable developers with a pipeline of projects. Construction workers are now looking for job stability. They don't want to work for small developers because they run the risk of losing their job after one project. This aligns with what we saw in the last job report where 45,000 construction jobs were lost. Number 3, why are developers still selling? Maybe you have already noticed there are so many new pre-construction projects coming out to the market this month. I have been attending condo launch events almost every day for the past couple weeks. What is going on? Didn't we say that the majority of investors have stepped to the sidelines and projects are not selling well? From the developer's point of view, they want to keep their workforce employed. It is far less ideal to fire a lot of people and then rehire them back when the market recovers. So they want to keep moving forward and keep building, but they need to figure out a way to sell in this sluggish market. In the end, if they don't sell, they can't build. Developers typically choose from one of the following 3 types of strategies. 1. Cut the profit margin. Sell at lower price. 2. Offer more incentive, for example, a rental guarantee. 3. Our product is amazing, so we are not adjusting the price point according to the market sentiment. Which strategy do you think would be the most successful? If you have been following me, you know that I'm very selective on developers and projects. In fact, a developer complained about me being way too selective last week. Over the past few weeks, I have recommended 2 projects to you. The first one was the Pickering City Center, master plan development, priced to sell. Tower 1 is 95% sold in just 5 days. You see, investors do come out when they see significant value. The second one is Park Road in Yorkville, ravine views over Rosedale. And yes, the lowest price point you can find in Yorkville. Again, significant value. As investors, of course, we like to see competitions in the market. When projects are competing to sell, that's when we get exceptional value. If you want to know which upcoming project is going to offer exceptional value, you can schedule a call with me at the link below.